Hello and welcome back to Nat Scraps. My name is Natalie Pekonik, a close to my heart maker. Words are not coming out of my mouth. And today we are working on the scraps left over from the 3 double page layouts we made with the Are We There Yet scrapbooking kit. So what I am doing at the moment is popping out onto my bench there all the scraps I have left over. So I literally in real time about 4 minutes ago finished the layouts from the kit, and then I kept recording and pulled out all these bits and pieces. I love pulling out all my scraps because I get inspiration. As I'm pulling them out, I'm thinking about the sizes and what goes together and what I need to use. Now, if you didn't see the videos previous to this, I've done 2. One's a video where I made the layout 2 and layout 3 from the kit, and I show you how I saved a little bit of blue paper, and you'll see that blue paper that will come in a moment, as well as the 2 white base pages. The other is a video where I go through the January-March mini catalogue that is just out and show you all the things that are in it, and I show the kits in depth and everything else there. So that's a really good video. It is quite long, but it is a really cool video to go and watch. When I have finished pulling out all these pieces, we're going to start on making layout 1 of the layouts. Now there is a little bit of a competition going, guys, or more like a challenge. I would love you guys to leave a comment. Let me know how many layouts you think I made with all these leftovers. Now you've seen what I've got left. I add base pages and 1 sheet of Glacier 12 by 12, Picture My Life cards, and I did some stamping. Now very shortly I'm going to bring in the stamp sets that I did also add. Pop a comment below, tell me how many you think. This is layout 1. How many are we going to get? There is also a bonus video that will be right at the end, and that will be a video showing all of embellishments I make as well, and there'll be a little bit of a giveaway. Now these are the stamp sets that I had used extra to the layout. The one there is the Lovin Right Now stamp set, and that one is so cool. And I will link all this in the description below. This is the card making kit. Now it's exclusive. You can only get it with the card making kit, and the set does make the 4 cards that are on the left. But it's got some great little sentiments, and I love the little tag dies in it. As well as this scrapbooking kit for Are We There Yet? So we used all of those in there as well, and I also brought in the Picture My Life cards, which for some reason that footage is not there, but we did go through the Picture My Life cards, and I do have a set of them as well. As I was going through those scraps, I got a bit of inspiration, and I thought I'll use these leftover bits that came out of layout 3. And you can see there I'm sort of going through those scraps, and I'm matching them up to where they were meant to sit in the die cut sheet that we pulled them out of. And then I'm going to random stamp this cute little arrow, which is from the Are We There Yet scrapbooking set. Excuse me, frog in the throat. So we're going to stamp all over all those pieces, and then we're going to blend also around the outside edges and give them just a small blend. This kind of works the way I want it to, and you'll see in a moment I am going to go through and start trying to lay them out, and I'll have to bring in my page that I finished again and match them all up because I messed it all up from where I had it before. It doesn't look like what I had in my mind, but I'm still happy with the results. So, and it's a good way. This would be something generally most people just throw in the bin. So rather than it be binned, I put it to some good use. This is also the shield paper that I scavenged from layout 2. And again, you can see that in the video for layout 2. I didn't do anything to that. That's what I cut out on the previous video, and I just laid it down on my page and went, that looks fine. I'm going to bring in a few embellishments here. So we have some little tags, sticker tags. I do think that it's a needs a border around the outside, and this is sort of something I normally do right at the end, but I also thought it would help me be able to adhere those little strips that I had stamped to the page and have a really nice even border with that. So I went ahead and did that, and then after I have popped that border on, I'm going to adhere all those strips to the page. So I believe I cut out a lot of this footage so that you didn't have to sit there and watch me for too long sticking them down. Then again, maybe I didn't. Maybe I made you watch me. Nope, here we go. We had a bit of a fast forward there, thankfully. Okay, we're going to get all those back on and attach that shield and those other few pieces to the page. I hope you guys had a good Christmas and New Year's. It's lovely to be on holidays for me. I work in the education system, so I get another 3 or so weeks off, and I'm really looking forward to just spending that in the craft room. I'd love to hear what you guys are getting up to on your time, or are you back to work? I know we're not all as lucky to have such a big break. Going to put a bit of foam tape behind that one, and this section is a little bit boring, guys. It takes a, you know, just sticking and pasting and adding a few bits and pieces, and nothing dramatic is really happening at this point. So I am going to stamp a couple of things to go on here. In a moment, I'm going to bring out my stamp set, and I'm going to stamp a little date sort of tag to go up in the top corner. Decided to go with red because I thought it would stand out. So it's not red, sorry, it's the papaya. So it's a dark pink red color. I'm going to attach that one out, and that's just going to go up next to that. There's no place like here. Now I do keep looking at that way and feel that it's sort of pointing the wrong way, so we will change that out eventually as well. I'm going to stamp this camera onto some vellum. So if you are stamping on vellum, you must remember to use an ink that's going to dry on the vellum. So I either use the Intense Black from Close to My Heart or a StazOn ink, because I know that they're going to dry okay. I did take a few goes at getting this right, because you will find when you stamp on vellum, it does like to smudge quite easily. I've then stamped that onto the papaya cardstock, and I'm just going to cut out that little circular part from the camera and attach that to the top of the camera. This is just going to add a little punch of colour there where the camera is, and being vellum, it is going to blend into the background a little bit, but we don't want that to blend too far. Now once I've got this on and attached that little oatmeal tag, I'm thinking that there's oatmeal at the top. I kind of want to build oatmeal down that bottom, so I swap out that way and bring in this, the Adventure Begins, which has the same kind of oatmeal or toffee colour in it, and that will balance each other out. After I have this on, it's brain fart time, guys, and sometimes I just can't get my brain past something, and I kept looking at this page thinking it had to be a different way, where in reality it's pretty much finished. So the next 2 hours I spent rearranging this countless times, and I've cut out so much footage. I've kept a smidge of what I did in here, and I kept moving around. I kept trying to do something, and sometimes I just won't let go, and I keep going and going and going. In the end, we ended up with it back exactly where we started, but I didn't want to pretend to you guys that this kind of thing doesn't happen. I didn't want you to pretend that YouTube world is perfect and layouts come together in 10 minutes and we're done. Let me know if you think I kept the right one. Should have I had one of the other designs? And apart from one more little sticker I'm going to pop up there, that's it, guys. There'll be a couple of still shots at the end. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you guys for spending this time with me, for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. Have a great day, guys. Bye.